I'm your host, Paco. You're listening to Occupy the Media. I was trying to get somebody on the line here, but we're having a little issues with our phone server, so we're going to have to wait on that. Now, I just want to jump into a couple other headlines here that we have. I think my volume is coming in good now. Let's see. Headline, U.S. to defend Afghanistan for a decade after drawdown. Let's see here. Washington has pledged a newly agreed strategic pact to help defend Afghanistan militarily for at least a decade after the country formally takes control of its own security, an Afghan official said Monday. The draft agreement signed on Sunday also says the U.S. will only take such actions with Afghan agreement. The United States also pledged it will not launch attacks on other countries from Afghan soil, according to sections of the accord read out in Parliament by Afghan National Security Advisor Rangan Dadfar Spanta. The commitment is a reminder that while the U.S. forces are drawing down in Afghanistan over the next 2 years, the American military will remain active in the country long after that. The agreement as read out by Spanta is broad, addressing a mutual commitment to the stability of Afghanistan and to human rights. It does not address specific troop levels or the size or location of bases, though it does say that the U.S. has no plans to keep permanent military bases in Afghanistan. Many Afghans worry that the U.S. wants permanent bases, a setup that would make it more of an occupying force than an ally. Spanta said that specific decisions about bases will be left to a later deal. U.S. officials involved in negotiations have said that they see the strategic partnerships as searching an agreement to continue to support Afghanistan, with details on troop conduct and strength to be worked out and a technical agreement still to come. The U.S. pledged in the agreement to continue to fund Afghan security forces after 2014. It does not say how much money this will involve, but says it should be enough to support the force. U.S. officials have said they expect to pay about $4 billion a year to fund Afghan forces, but the funding would have to be approved by Congress. So, more agreements to spend more money on these wars. No sign of slowing down. We're going to leave, but we're going to still be involved. We're not going to be there, but we are going to be there. It's amazing. This ain't the change that Obama was trying to tell us about. Now, we just need to get out of this war. $4 billion a year to fund Afghan sources. That's how much they expect to pay. What could we do with $4 billion here at home? People struggling, people starving, people without jobs. People losing their homes, and it's amazing. We're not about welfare. We're not about giving out money and things like that. But at the same time, if we're going to spend money as a nation, why are we going to spend it on someone else's military, hurting other people, bombing other people? We could spend that money on helping people here at home, our own families, neighbors, brothers, and sisters. So, again, Ron Paul got to be president. Let's see here. Another one. Today, just reported, I think yesterday, let's see here. Iranians say that they took secret data from our drone, our spy plane, our spy drone that they caught basically from us. And we're going to go ahead and I got that little clip here of CNN. Go ahead and play that for you real quick.
Cracked the code on the U.S. spy plane it captured last December. Military officials claim to have extracted data from the stealth drone. They tried to prove to the Pentagon that they weren't lying by saying they knew the plane had flown over Osama bin Laden's hideout. The U.S. has asked for the plane to be returned. In Peru, environmentalists...
Yeah, that's going to do it. Can we get our plane back? I know we're talking about how evil you guys are and how much of terrorists you guys are, but can we have our spy plane back? This is amazing. Let's see. This was also put in the New York Times where they talked about it. Iran claimed on Sunday to have extracted secret intelligence information. And let's see. General Haji Zadeh cited as evidence data that he said was extracted from the drone's computer hard drives, revealing its operations in the months before it went down in Iran, either because it was shot down, as our Iranian officials have claimed, or because it experienced a technical failure, as the Americans have said. Let's see here. The drone, he said, had undergone repairs in California. And 1 second here. Okay. in October 2010 and returned to Afghanistan in November 2010, where American officials have acknowledged it operated. Though without specifying where its missions took it, he added that the drone's computer memory revealed that it had flown over the compound in Pakistan where Osama bin Laden was killed in an American raid in May 2011. Had we not accessed the plane's softwares and hard disk, we would have been able to achieve these facts, General Hajizadeh said, according to the news agency FARS. The White House and American intelligence officials declined Sunday to comment on the new claims. Though independent experts expressed skepticism, they noted that the information about the drone's activities, including its use in the bin Laden raid, could have been drawn from the public reports about the sophisticated aircraft. It was not clear what record of previous flights would have remained on the drone's systems. American officials have said that the drone's onboard computers were programmed to destroy important information if it stopped responding to radio signals from its base. They said, however, that such security systems do not always function properly and that intelligence and military officials of other countries, including China and Russia, would undoubtedly try to persuade Iran to share any data or allow their experts to study it. So, yeah. So they got our spy drone plane. They're extracting information from that. Who knows what they're going to find there? Who knows what else is information is in there that they're going to have on us? Maybe they didn't even tell us everything that they've extracted from it, and probably the government doesn't want us to know that. They don't want us Americans to know that they're going through our information and they're finding out things about our government that probably we don't know, which is a lot of things we don't know. And but yet, they're the ones that we have to worry about. When we're the aggressors, we got Navy ships in the water over there by Iran, flying spy drones, all the way that we talk about them constantly, all of this propaganda about how Iran is a threat, trying to stop them from getting nuclear energy. It's amazing. We want to do whatever we want to do. We're going to tell someone else, what they can and can't do. And if you don't, we're going to put sanctions on you. We're going to put sanctions on you and make it harder for your people, and we're going to do acts of war, basically. Now, I came across this other interesting headline. Nevada's gold boom is helping a troubled state. So apparently, there's a lot of job openings if you want to dig for gold out in Nevada. CBS News, this has been very difficult times in Nevada. They have the highest unemployment rate in the country and one of the highest foreclosure rates. Let's see. CBS News correspondent reports that not all the news in the battle-born state is bad. Almost 500 miles from Las Vegas, one town is booming, and the secret is gold. Lots of it. When the bottom fell out of Las Vegas housing market, Joshua Owen, a civil engineer, struggled to make ends meet. He went from, so he moved his family to Elko, a population of 18,000, and got a job at a gold mine. Now, instead of residential streets, I'm designing haul roads for 400-ton trucks. I'm actually doing better than I ever did in Las Vegas. Nevada has the highest unemployment in the country, 12%. But in the northeast corner of the state, the gold mines are booming, and prospectors are pouring in from places like Montana, California, and Tennessee. After China, Australia, and South Africa, Nevada is the fourth largest gold producer in the world. So, yeah, check that out, CBS News. I think that was just today. All right, so we're going to be coming up to the end of the first hour. I should be coming back on next hour as well. And, again, you're listening to Paco. You can check me out on Facebook, Paco Elijah. Check me out on YouTube, Paco757. On Twitter, Occupy the MSM. Let's see here. So, yeah, we'll be heading on to the next break. And next show, we'll probably go over a couple of the same things or jump into some new clips. I got some clips from the media. We just want to make sure that everything is fine with the sound. It sounds like I'm coming in pretty good. So we also got a clip here about the state laws here about marijuana in California. That was just on the local news last night. I think they did a pretty good segment trying to break down the state laws, but they don't even understand it. So it's a good way of showing people that, the state government, unfortunately, is bowing down to the federal government. We're losing all our rights. Can't drink raw milk. Can't smoke weed. Next thing you know, we ain't gonna be able to grow anything of ourselves. Eat regular food, fruits and vegetables, whatever the case may be. So let's see. Okay, so I think since I'm coming on next hour, This must be